What's up YouTube, Prop Guy back here today. We're going to be looking at a cool piece. This is the Black Series Kylo Ren Force Effects Lightsaber. This was released right before Force Awakens and obviously again re-released for Last Jedi. This is a really cool piece. This is the first time we'd ever gotten a three-bladed lightsaber. This is part of the Hasbro Black Series. Mine's got a little bit of damage, but you can't really tell because, you know, it just makes it look more weathered than it already was. But it really is a very nice piece. The handle is very heavy because you have, the way this is constructed, you got your main blades connect down here, and there's actually a normal tube that runs underneath the whole thing of aluminum, and then it's got these big aluminum sections that are slid over here and just put together, and it gives it a lot of weight. It's really quite heavy. Because the handle is so large, you almost feel like you're being gypped because the blade's not as long as the other ones, even though the overall lightsaber is the same length as the other Force Effects lines. So overall, really fantastic detail, great sculpt. It's a little thicker than the actual prop should be, especially this middle portion here. Common complaint of all Force Effects is just because electronics. Unfortunate. But you have your belt clip here, which unfortunately I don't think would actually really work. You have this wire here, which is actually a rubber wire that moves a little bit. It's nice attention to detail. You got your section here. Now a lot of these have had some quality issues where this section ended up being different colors and everything. Mine's darker than a lot of them. Some of them are a little bit lighter. It's all hand painted, I believe. So you got some different versions there. This is your actual activation switch. There's this little thing on both sides, but you press this up, and then that's where you get your blades turn on. Obviously, because this is a unique lightsaber, it has its own unique sounds and sound fonts, and they do a really good job matching the movie. Unfortunately, it's not as loud as a lot of the other sabers. It's kind of quiet, but you just press this up, and just like in the movie, they fire in the correct sequence. They also all close in at the same time, which is very good. It's a little bit longer on this one, but it's got more blade travel. Your exhaust vents are one actual main LED for each one, and they light up nice and bright. And then obviously you have your LED strip for the whole length of the blade. And your exhaust vents will flicker together at the same pattern, and your main blade will flicker at its own pattern. Now the main blades flicker, as you can see, this exhaust vent's got it all kind of flicker. The main blade's flicker is only about halfway down the blade. It's about here, and it'll change its flicker based off the way it's programming. So that's pretty cool. Now you can hear its swing sounds. Speakers down here. You got screw this end cap, and this whole little module that slides in comes out, and you change your batteries that way. It runs, I believe, AAA's. I think it's AAA's, but it might also do AA's. I've got a couple scratches there, and a good one around the ring, one up top there. These originally retail for $200. I think they still go for that price. For that price, yeah, it's pricey. You know, your regular Force FXs are about $150. You're really paying for the extra electronics and I think the extra material, the metal of the handle. Is it worth it? Me, myself, I feel like it is. But I think there are starting to be some more options out there that are a little bit better quality in terms of accuracy, thinner, and electronics. Obviously, you know, more doable than the string blade. But I still think it's a really cool piece and really unique compared to a lot of the Force FXs that have come out. It is a cool piece to pick up and hold, and I think the neatest part about it is just, you know, constantly turning it on and getting the activation sequence. Unfortunately, it's rather bright here where I'm shooting this, but I'm going to try to turn off this overhead light and get it a little bit better. Look at the blade. Now, for some reason, the motion sensor on this one is really, really sensitive. A lot more so than the other ones. But there's the blade. It's got good even glow, and there's a flicker. It's got a couple different flicker patterns that it will do. And then those always flicker at the same rate. Ironically, because of the way the LEDs are done, the exhaust vents actually are being a little bit brighter than your main blade, just because they're one bright LED that just shoots out, where this is a string of little LEDs that goes all the way. But overall, it's pretty nice. Red is one of those colors that on Force FXs is really hard to show up real well, unless it's on camera or at a very dark environment, whereas your blue and green, you have a little bit more light and they still look pretty good. But overall, it really is a very fantastic piece. Looks great on the wall. If you ever get the chance, I recommend picking one up. It's quite nice. So that's all for now. Subscribe, leave some comments, thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date with all our videos. We got a bunch of new stuff coming out. Not just props, but also we're going to be making a few things too. So stay tuned for that. See ya.